The debate surrounding wildcard entries in professional tennis has intensified after another early exit for legendary American star Venus Williams at the 2026 ATX Open, with a growing section of fans questioning whether the former world number one should continue receiving automatic invitations into main draws. At 45 years old, Williams remains one of the most recognizable figures in global tennis history. Yet results on court have become increasingly difficult to ignore. Her campaign in Austin ended quickly after first-round defeats in both singles and doubles competition, extending a challenging run that has left her without a match victory so far in the 2026 season. The losses immediately sparked widespread discussion among tennis fans online. In a poll conducted by the Tennis Gazette on Facebook, readers were asked whether tournament organizers should continue awarding Williams wildcard entries. The response was massive, revealing a sharply divided tennis audience. Many fans argued that wildcard opportunities, limited spots designed to give players access to tournaments without qualifying through rankings, should primarily benefit emerging talents attempting to establish themselves on the WTA Tour. According to this viewpoint, younger players fighting to break into elite competition often depend on such chances to gain ranking points, prize money, and experience against top opposition. Critics claim that repeatedly granting wildcards to veterans who struggle to advance deep into tournaments may unintentionally slow the development of rising stars. With women's tennis currently experiencing an influx of young talent and increased competitiveness, some supporters believe merit-based entry should take priority over reputation. However, the discussion is far from one-sided. A significant portion of fans continue to defend Williams, emphasizing that her presence transcends wins and losses. Alongside her sister Serena Williams, Venus revolutionized women's tennis through power, athleticism, and advocacy for equal prize money, contributions that permanently reshaped the sports landscape. Supporters argue that wildcard entries are not purely competitive decisions, but also commercial and promotional ones. Tournament organizers often rely on star power to boost ticket sales, television ratings, sponsorship visibility, and global media attention. Few players in tennis history command the recognition and respect that Williams still carries decades into her career. Her continued participation also resonates emotionally with fans who grew up watching her dominate Grand Slam stages, including historic triumphs at Wimbledon and the US Open. For many spectators, seeing Williams compete remains a celebration of longevity, resilience, and passion for the sport. There is also the argument that professional athletes should retain the freedom to compete as long as they meet physical standards and maintain the desire to play. Williams has repeatedly demonstrated remarkable commitment by returning from injuries and health challenges throughout her career, reinforcing admiration even among critics. Still, the broader issue now facing tennis authorities and tournament directors is how to balance legacy with competitive evolution. Wildcards exist partly to honor champions who helped build the sport, but they also serve as gateways for the next generation seeking breakthrough moments. As the 2026 season continues, Williams' future tournament appearances may increasingly depend on how organizers interpret that balance. Whether she continues receiving invitations or shifts toward selective appearances, the conversation reflects a larger transition period in tennis. One where icons of the past gradually make room for new stars while still holding an undeniable place in the game's history. For now, one thing remains certain. Whenever Venus Williams steps onto a tennis court,